Hi, so basically I've decided to make this video because a couple of people now have said that they'd like the sort of watch tutorial for how I specifically do makeup. And you know, I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. It's just, you know, a few people now have asked me so they could get ideas or tips. This is sort of dedicated to the group. You ladies know who you are, so you know, hi, I decided to do it. I've had a shower and I've just put my hair up and that, just sort of keep it out of my face. I've put moisturiser on, and I've sort of left it to soak in a bit, because I find that if I sort of put my moisturiser on right before I'm about to do my makeup, sometimes it can mess with the foundation formula and get a bit greasy. Yeah, so like I said, I'm definitely not an expert or anything. This is just how I personally do it. I'll start at the beginning, what I sort of do first. I've got this primer spray. I'm gonna have to but it's body collection. It's cost less than a £5 Wilkies. I mean, obviously use whatever products you have on hand or whatever products are your sort of favourites. It does say to sort of shake it first, so I'll sort of go up in the air a bit first and then spray on your face. You can sort of leave that to dry down a bit, but not gonna lie, I'm a bit impatient, so usually I just sort of get a beauty blender or whatever, and just sort of help it along a bit. Feel a bit silly. I don't really put it on when it's like really wet, because I find that it makes my foundation go a bit weird. Speaking of foundation, that's usually what I do next. I just sort of put foundation on, then concealer, then contour. I don't know if that's right. I have L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour matte cover. I either get that one or the Rimmel London Lasting Finish one, but to be fair, I've gone really pale, which is weird because it's the middle of summer. Again, don't know if this is the right technique, but I just sort of put a bit on the back of my hand, just like that. Get a beauty blender, plant that on a bit, and then I just kind of put it on. I think it can sort of help bring it together a bit if you make sure to sort of, because I sometimes go just under sort of my ear and sort of down my neck a bit, just to make sure all that's blended in. I never used to use beauty blenders before. I always had those, you know, weird wedge sponges when I was a teenager and stuff. You get those makeup sets, don't you? And then they've always got that weird circle of just wedge sponges in, and that's sort of what I used to use. And I sort of came across some beauty blenders, and you know, people have used them and said, oh, they look pretty good, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I think they work kind of well. So with concealer, this is from a brand called Sleek Makeup. I think it's worked pretty well, so yeah. So I sort of just get a bit on the thing and sort of do it here and here, because this basically just lightens up certain bits of your face and sort of makes them look brighter and sort of highs them up. It makes me look a bit more awake, because I always have dark circles under my eyes because I don't sleep very well, and that just gets rid. And I do sort of same thing, so I'm trying to go up, and I usually sort of do it out that way, so I sort of pat it in the same kind of place. So I've got a bit of a circly face. You know, it just sort of makes me look a bit more Try not to get it in your eyeball. It'll sting a bit, and it won't feel very nice. Sorry with it. I do it a little dot there and a couple of little dots there. I don't know why, I just sort of like how it makes my nose look. And usually I go sort of here, just to sort of, I don't know, lift my forehead up a little bit, and then a gentle line like that. And obviously you don't need to follow every step if you don't want to. I just sort of find it a bit, I don't know, relaxing. You know, just sort of like, you can take as much time out of your day just sort of for yourself. So usually what I do after I've done my concealer is I usually do my eyebrows. So I'll do my eyebrows here. I've got a I think it's called an angle brush, and it's very sort of, get up my little mirror just so I can sort of see. Big mirror sort of behind me. Sort of what I do is get to where this sort of arch is and sort of just kind of put it where I want it to be. And then I try my best to get it even on the same side, but it doesn't always work that way. Oops.
Fuck my life, you fucking piece of shit eyebrow.
But it doesn't really matter, because I just sort of put it there as a bit of a guideline really, because usually what I do is I get a different brush and sort of clean up any smudges I make. We'll fix it later, because usually when I'm doing my eyebrows, one turns out, you know, it sort of goes the way I want it to go, and then the other's like, and then I sort of, so kind of light, I suppose, sort of go across the top like that, and then do the bottom like that. Put whatever shape you want in, and I sort of lightly sort of fill it in a bit. And sort of try and blend it. Go under that bit, like that, just so it gives it a bit more of a guideline for the shape bit that you want.
I think I've been a bit too heavy-handed with it.
And then we try and do the other one, similar. Of it. And then this time I will try and be a bit more gentle. So what I sort of usually do to fix it is to get another sort of brush, usually a flat one, and then I get a little bit of foundation. It's like you really only need like a teeny tiny dot, and sort of flatten that out a bit, and then you can just, the bits that I've messed up, I'll just sort of get rid. Gone. do either one. But to be honest, I've never done a sort of tutorial for anything before, really. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect, really. You can just, as long as you're having fun, then, you know, just do whatever. If you sort of view makeup as like a chore, like a task that you have to do, I think eventually you'll sort of view putting on makeup as sort of like just another sort of job for yourself, and I think you'll grow to resent it and you won't enjoy it. The way I view makeup, it's less about covering up yourself and more about sort of expressing yourself a bit, because you know, you can do mad stuff with colours and shapes and things like that. I mean, to be fair, I don't really think that you can do a lot creatively with foundation. I view foundation, it's sort of like putting an undercoat on a canvas before you're going to paint. It sort of just helps stuff stick to it, like eyeshadow and stuff. But you know, you don't have to put foundation on if you don't want. Well, you don't have to do any of it if you don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop waffling on. Because I think after this, I usually sort of do powdery type stuff.
No, I don't.
I do sort of contouring type things. Because I've got this highlighting contour stick. I think it's NYX. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But basically, I just sort of put a dot on me when I didn't mean to. Yeah, I just sort of look where the shadows fall sort of naturally, and then just sort of whack a bit more on. I usually do a bit here, so sort of not under my chin but not too far. That's a jaw, this is a chin. And sometimes I just put it here, just for fun, just for laughs. And I also sort of do here and here, and then sort of fill that triangle chunk in, and then sort of around up here. After I've done that, I'll get sort of this bottom end of like a beauty blender or whatever and try and sort of go, I think, up a bit, just sort of blend it a bit out, so it's not as, you know, so it's not like a harsh line.
I don't know why I'm making a weird face, I'm sorry.
Okay, so with powder, I've got translucent powder. It's just by Essence, and then I've just got powder, regular powder. This is bronzing powder, but it smells of coconut and it's really nice. But what I do is I take the translucent powder, knock a bit off, and then I sort of put that, so sort of where I've put concealer. And then with the bronze and stuff, I've got a sort of, I don't know, it's sort of like a, it's not like dead hard, it's just a bit sturdier than this one. And I sort of just...
Hi, sorry this is a voiceover in the future, but I basically got distracted talking about micellar water, and I forgot to just say that I'm putting the bronzing stuff in the places where I've put the contour.
And then I, you know, just wax or regular thing on. And usually I've got a sort of bigger brush to do that way, just to sort of get it all. But now I'm gonna do eyeshadow. Okie dokie. So I've got one of those brushes that's like one bit on one end and then another bit on another end. So that this one's sort of more. This one's like a blending, so it's fluffier.
It's like more blendy.
And then this one is less fluffy, and that's more for just putting pigment on. I think today I'm gonna do sort of green, just because I've got green pants on. And I've been quite liking the colour green lately, so because I think that's another good tip. Just put your favourite colours on. That's what I usually do. Because I sort of don't have set favourite colours, I just put on whatever colour I think is good at the time. And I'll show you the thing. So we've got this one, it's called Rainbow, and it's sort of like a brighter green, and then this one's called Atmosphere, and I'll be using both of them. So with the brighter green rainbow one, I just sort of put a bit of thing. Throw them around the floor first. I'll put a bit of the brighter green on. What I like to do with eyeshadow is sort of go a bit under as well. It's kind of hard to see because the light is very sort of bright, but if I turn it off it's like complete darkness, so it's like one extreme or the other. I think, ow, it's very, very hard to see. I'm so dumb. A good sort of tip that does sort of work, say you want to get your eyeshadow a bit more vibrant and a bit brighter and stuff, you can get concealer and put that on over your eyelid, and then whatever, say if you're using, you know, sort of brighter colours, it does make it a bit brighter, like sort of stand out a bit more. I mean, maybe I'll make another, I don't know, maybe I'll make another video doing that, but today I don't really mind it being a bit less vibrant, because the makeup we had on yesterday, it was, there was quite a lot of neon colours. So today, I kind of want to calm things back down. Yeah, and so now I'm going to the light blendy side and just putting it in a slightly darker green, light sort of almost circle type things. Do that until you can kind of see where it is, and then you know, blend it to where you want it to go. I usually take a little bit of black and sort of just cut a smallish bit there. Just for fun, for a bit of a laugh. Okay, next is eyeliner. I suppose this is a bit that's a bit, you know, but honestly it doesn't matter if you mess it up a bit, because I always do and no one says anything. Yeah, I've just got this liquid stuff now at the minute. If you sort of look sort of straight ahead, just a bit of a tip, I don't know, if you look sort of straight ahead and sort of relax your eyes a bit, you'll see where the sort of
crease of your eye naturally sits
when your face is resting, and then with your liquid line a bit, I'll try and get it into a sort of straight line, and then from the corner here, go out as big as you sort of want your wing to be. And then what I usually do is to a sort of straightish line, sort of there. And then if you sort of raise your eyebrow a bit, go over here, like that, and curl it round. It just sort of makes it a bit easier. And then when that's sort of like that, relax your eye again, and then I usually just sort of do a line straight across, and then sort of just colour that whole bit in. To where the Okay, well I guess we're doing big eyeliner today then. And then we do the same on the other side. One side, if you're anything like me, one side will be a lot better, so relax. Oop. Oop. Okay, well that's not even, is it?
I managed to capture the exact moment that I fuck up this other eye.
Yeah. Never mind. It's alright, don't panic. Because I do this all the time, because my hands sort of aren't very steady. We'll ignore this side. And then if you sort of curl that around. There we go. Well that's sort of how I've done that one. So then when my eyes are sort of relaxed, that's sort of how it goes. Never mind. Anyway, so what we can do now is, well, I'll get a liner off my actual eyelashes, eyelash curler, curl my eyelashes. And I've just got this yellow mascara, that's the one. So if you sort of do it in little zigzags, then it sort of, I think it distributes the mascara a bit more evenly. I usually just sort of go and put on mascara before I do put false lashes on, so they have sort of something to sit on and they blend in a bit more, I find. What was I going to do now? 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 I tell you what, I'll just do the thing that I was going to do with my liner. So I'll get it into a line. And then you see here where I've messed that up. Mess it up some more, like that. And then do a triangle back up to there. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other side. What's next? Lipstick. Hang on. It was right here. Anyway, I've started I've got this it's called Unclothed. It's by Rimmel London, and it's a sort of brown, sort of nude one, I suppose. It is a bit difficult to get it through the piercing, but there we go. I might actually just whack my eyelashes on. I've got one of these that help whack them on. Yeah, anyway, so since I figured out how to sort of use uh-oh. That's glue all over my pants now. Conk that on there. Boom. I think these definitely don't look natural, but I think if I'm going to put false lashes on, I want them to sort of be like very ridiculous. So I think, you know, no one would think that these would be real eyelashes, because I honestly don't. I honestly don't know. I think it's just, makeup's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? So basically I've just sort of put the other lash on and then brushed my hair a bit, put it up or whatever, and that's sort of the end of it, really. You know, I don't know how helpful this would be to anyone, but I hope if it was, then, you know, that's sort of what you wanted. Yeah, thank you. I don't know if it's a bit easier to see like this because I'm sort of in front of the window now, and I suppose it's sort of more natural lighting. That's sort of what it looks like all done. Yeah, like I said, I hope this was helpful to anyone at the group, and thank you. Bye. Goodbye.